When I was younger, I loved the show Ed, Edd and Eddy. As I got older and watched all my childhood shows from Cartoon Network get replaced with shows of lesser animation and horrible story/characters, I noticed that the classic shows were being released slowly on DVD. I was still living with my mom, and she told me cartoons were for children, and not to waste my money on such stupid pastimes. When I moved out, the first thing I got myself was a DVD of Ed, Edd and Eddy. The first season proved difficult to find, and when I did find it, however, it was much more than I wanted to spend to relive my childhood. The first season was proving to be scarier than hen's teeth. So I decided to go where I normally went to look for bootlegs of rare or hard-to-find DVDs. They had every season of Ed, Edd and Eddy for $70, including the movie and the unaired last episode ever of the show. I couldn't even find season 1 for $70, so naturally I bought it, not really caring if it was recorded from someone's DVR. As long as it was Ed, Edd and Eddy, I didn't really care. The place is a good business, and what you order gets to you pretty fast. When the DVD got to me, I took a day or two off of work to enjoy my childhood in full. But what came was not Ed, Edd and Eddy, nor was it my childhood. What came to me was a thick DVD case with stick figures that tried to resemble the Ed Boys. What the literal smuck? Satan get behind me, but it was the creepiest children's drawing I'd ever seen. I popped the first disc in, and it was the TV show, 10 episodes a disc, and I settled in to watch one of my favorite shows from childhood. Though I kept that case far away from me. They were just stick figures, but they creeped me out. It was the same episodes I'd watched as a child, and memories came flooding back. Despite the creepy cover art, this was the best $70 I'd ever spent. On my second day off from work, I decided to watch the last ever unaired episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy. The episode showed all the kids having just graduated high school. Yeah, even Ed graduated. And then it showed the characters doing what the viewers deep down all knew they'd do after high school. Naz went to college, Eddy had knocked up one of the Canker sisters, Ed worked at a burger place, Ralph went home to wherever the fuck he was from to be a goat and yak farmer, and the camera panned down to Double D. He held 2 letters in his hands. He rips open the first one, and we are shown a fictional name of an Ivy League college. It says his application has been rejected. He sighs a huge breath and smiles. The second letter is to the community college, and he was accepted. That makes him smile. He turns to go inside his house and tell his parents, and we cut back to the inside of his house, and we hear his parents scream, and we can hear things being thrown. I'll admit, even though it was just a cartoon, and I knew it was just a cartoon, it still came off as super uncomfortable and was showing a side of Ed, Edd and Eddy I'd never seen before, a side that was deep, a side that showed just how much pressure Double D was under to excel in life. The house felt quiet, and I expected after a heavy scene like that, Eddy might order a couple of burgers from Ed or something to that effect, but the windows of Double D's home flashed, and a gunshot was heard. The camera panned inside of the home. Double D was splattered in blood, and 2 adults lay slumped at the dinner table, their smartly drawn outfits now crumpled in death. A smoking gun lay on his abnormally skinny thigh, and he had a relieved look upon his face, and then he started to laugh. It was really and truly such a creepy thing to see and to hear. Double D grabbed the gun again and slid the barrel into his mouth, closing his eyes. A tear rolled down his face, and the next scene showed the outside of Double D's home. The bay area of Double D's house flashed, and a gunshot was heard. The screen turned white, and in a scrawl that was done with black marker, it read the end of childhood. Another card was placed over that first one, and this one read, "You were such delightful company." My screen turned black, and the DVD player turned off. Now, I don't exactly recall ever seeing that episode on Cartoon Network, but if someone has, please let me know that I'm not alone in viewing that episode.